Live. Oh, alrighty. Let's see. Okay. Why I look tired, don't I? Jeez. Okay, the light's just a little bit bright. Just a tad. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay. Yeah, I got rid of the beard. Just gonna wait for people to join in. What's up, everybody? Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hello. Hello now. If anybody is there, say what's up. If you can hear me okay. I'm pulling up everything right now. What's up? You can hear me, Edgar? Sweet. All right. Might be a little bit too much now. What's up, CTSV killer? I actually did get a CTSV kill. I'll just tell you about that. You know, I went to the track this last weekend, and it was nice and cool outside. And I was like, all right, finally, I'll get a nice run in while it's cold. And of course, our crappy track did not have time slips again. So I did not get a time. I did, however, take out my buddy's CTSV 3 times in a row, but it's because he missed a gear every time. It is pretty quick, though. That CTSV is nasty. I'd really like to see it run just one good time. I was going to try to take video for you guys, but it was so dark, and the GoPros stink when it's dark outside, so I didn't even bother. All right, let's pull it up here. What's up, Brian, Edgar, Jay Sanchez, Joe? I'm gonna go with Johnson and Eminem. All right. I was gonna do a comparison between, if the rates have actually changed from last week, but I just didn't have time. I was trying to get some stuff today done at work, and I just didn't have time to do it. All right, I'm going to move. What should I do? I should move, maybe split screen this. Yeah, let's split screen this. That'll work. Oh, no, now I can't see your chat. Well, that ain't good. Well, why is it doing that? Let's see if I can stretch this out a little bit. There we go. I don't need to see my own face, do I? Perfect time to start halftime on the game. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I don't know nothing about that, Chunk. I'm the wrong dude when it comes to that. I'm just going to go ahead and open this in a separate window. That might help. All right. Clear Pro? No, I didn't get a Clear Pro. I don't like having anything like that on my car. I don't know. I just feel like I spend too much money on it, and then I'll have to replace it later on. So whatever. It's not every day that I race people down that road. It was just one of those things. All right, so I'll cut right to it. Dang it. I downloaded the wrong file. Ooh, okay, cool. Let me pull it back up real quick. All right. Of course, if y'all have any questions, just let me know. But I'm going to try to get through some of the main numbers here. Okay, so It looks like the rates came out on the 4th, but they were updated on the 8th. So not a whole lot might have changed, but I'm just kind of doing this for the people that might have missed it, or if you have any questions, obviously this is the time that you can catch me live. All right, let's open that up separately. Close that, bring that over. Okay. All right, so the Jeep Compass, just kidding. All right, so it looks like on the, let's go down the Challengers here. You know, Scat Packs, they like those things, and they don't want to come off that money factor. Yeah, see, I'm not sure what the Challengers were for last month, but they're still doing the 39-month thing, or last couple weeks or whatever. Let me move this over a little bit. Zoom in. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get this to where I can see everything. I should have probably had this set up. Yep, it won't let me stretch it. Okay. Work with me here. Work with me here. All right, I'm just going to put this on my other monitor. Screw it. If I look over, I'm still paying attention to you guys, I promise. Should tell you what, I'll flip them for right now, and I'll look over in case I got to talk to you guys. How about that? Okay. So the Scat Packs, they're still doing the 39. The only ones that are incentivized right now is the 27-month and the 39-month. RTs are doing pretty good. They're 0.00013 with a 49% residual. Not too terrible. No acquisition fee. Scat Packs are still 0.0. I'm sorry. We're starting with Charger. I skipped right over the Challenger. My bad. This is Charger stuff. The Scat Pack is still the same. It's 0.00013. And it's a 49% residual for 15,000 miles. Of course, not that great, to be quite honest. And no acquisition fee. Hellcat, doing pretty good still. The Hellcats are 0.00014, which I think that's the same, and a 55% residual. They do have an acquisition fee. So I think that stayed about the same. So let's go back up to the Challenger and let's see here. All right, so the RT on that is 0.00021, not too shabby there, and the residual is 52, so not too bad there either. Scat Pack residual is 57, so that's quite a bit higher than the Charger. That's interesting. Yeah, that's like 6 points higher than the Charger. Jeez. And it's a 0.00192 money factor. I'm going to look over at chat because it looks like it's blowing up over there. Great. Compass highly. Could you run some numbers for Wrangler? I'm not going to run numbers on my live stream just because it takes a long time to do that. So I'll just shoot my email in here, and then I can do it tomorrow at work. You do have Scat Packs marked up 7 gram over MSRP. I don't really know how to pronounce your name, Rodenther, but I'm going to call you RJ. No, I would hope that no dealership would not only mark up a Scat Pack, but they would even try to sell it for MSRP. They're absolutely out of their mind. Okay, and these are all top tier credit rates. Arabex, I'm not sure which money factor and residual you're talking about. On the Rubicons. Yeah, I could go over the Rubicons for you. Sure. I can hit that up right now, actually. San Diego. I've heard a lot about, out west, that they're just, the dealers are just crazy out there from what I'm hearing from doing this YouTube channel and people hitting me up. It's just like the people over in California area are just like nuts with these things. I'm sorry for you guys. I guess they just think everybody's got a bunch of money out there and they charge out the butt. I don't know. All right. So I'm looking at what was I looking at again? Wrangler Unlimited JL. Let's take a look. What did you say, Sahara and Rubicons? Wrangler. Oh, shoot, I got to go look that one up. That's fine. Just a second, because Wranglers have their own like interest rate. It's weird. It's, because Jeeps aren't incentivized, kind of like SRTs. There's never any rebates, and there's never any incentivized money factors. But they have a super high residual, which usually makes up for it. So that's what we're going to find out here. Give me just a second. I got to go to the standard program, not the incentivized one. So the standard lease program. All right. So the Wranglers have a money factor tier 1 of 0.00225. And that's just kind of like a standard thing, which is higher than most, but the residuals usually make up for it. Okay. So yeah, it's on a Rubicon right now. It's 56%. So, that's pretty high. So it's almost 58. If you do a 12,000, 59. If you do a 10,000 mile, that's the Rubicon 2019. Sahara. Wow. Sahara is 63%. So Sahara might be the one to get. So that's 65%. That's as much as my Hellcat was when I got my lease. So 65% residual. On a 12,000 mile lease, 66% if you do a low mileage 10,000 mile a year lease. So that's pretty crazy. That's where they get all their good leases from. Because we're in California, so damn over. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that sucks, man. I like guns and cars. I can't live in California. I can go to most of my buddies' backyards and shoot guns, and we go around the corner, and I literally have a place down the street. You've seen it in my videos. If you watch my videos, it's pretty much where I go and run my car. If there's, the place where I got my car all rock chipped up. If you're out there by yourself, it's not a big deal, but you got somebody in front of you kicking up a bunch of rocks. We can just go around the corner and take it up to 140 if we want to. And that's within half mile of my house. So there's some benefits of living in Florida other than the fact that it's flat, boring, and hot. Okay, so I'm going to hit up I think I did both 2019 Challengers and Chargers. Excuse me. Whoa. Just double check the 2018s. I still think that there's a decent run on the 2018s for the Scat Packs and the Hellcats, but I think the regular trims are all going to heck. Excuse me. Yeah, the residuals is what is killing most of the trims. The GTs and the RTs, they're like 46 and 48% residual. RT Plus is 50%. So if you can find an RT Plus, not bad. RT's 49. RT Scat Pack is 52. So not too bad. This is the Challenger. And then the money factor is a little higher. It's 0.00171. Now they've separated the shaker. This is when they kept separating like 5 different trims of the 392. If you find a shaker, it's 0.00006. So the money is really good. And if you do a 39, which that's what that coincides with, it's 50%. So that's not bad. Also, if you find a rare actual SRT 392 left over in a 2018, the money factor is decent, 0.00013, and the residual's 55%. So that's actually really good. Hellcats still doing good. Regular non-wide body is 0.00011, and the the residual is 59. So again, that's actually pretty high. So you're getting into the 60s with, you know, a average or low mileage lease there. On the wide bodies, if you happen to find one of those laying around, still the same money factor, 0.00011 and 55% residual. So they dropped that residual just a little bit. And I'm sure that's just because either they're trying to make a little bit more money on those wide bodies that are laying around, or the fact that the wide body is such a markup and it's really not worth as much in the residual value. But still 55%, it's still a good number, you know, for somebody who wants that wide body or they found that. So those are good numbers. I'm going to take a peek at the chat here. And your take on leases. Is it true that leasing a Hellcat in spring is cheaper than leasing in winter? Well, you know, King James, it all depends. You know, people ask me, like, I get it all the time. I'm probably going to do a video on it just because I get asked it all the time. You know, when is the best time to buy? And it's really just, I've looked at numbers over the last 3 years, and it just seems like when the new models come out, and during the winter time, it just seems like that's when the decent numbers come out. So, you know, I wouldn't say that it's going to be necessarily cheaper, but I don't know. That's the bad thing. I'm going to turn off this TV in the background. Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all been watching that blue light for way too long. I just say if you know, keep up with some of the, you know, the videos that I'm doing, and, you know, you've kept an eye on what residuals are good and what money factors are good. If you come across a car you really like, because I mean, you're going to be driving a thing and paying a lot of money for it every month. Just wait till the, you know, follow the numbers. And if I say they're good or bad or whatever, keep that in your mind. And then when you're ready and you find something, you'll at least know what a good or fair deal is. The bad thing is, and this has happened to another one of my viewers, is, you know, if you wait a little too long, then you know, they might not incentivize them, or the rates might just go up, and then you're just kind of crap out of luck. So I just kind of keep the numbers in mind and see what a fair deal is. And when it's around that number and you find the car you like, just get it. You know, it's not worth stressing out over it. Just find the best thing you can and get it. Start enjoying it, really. I went off on a little tangent there. Now I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, I think I pretty much explained that. Realistic sale price for a Sahara 6 below invoice. Well, I mean, it would depend on what options are on the Sahara, really. I mean, I could probably build out a base Sahara, but I mean, that's something you should email me about, because that takes a little bit of time. I'm going to throw my email in the middle of the chat here, just so you guys can pick up on it. And again, if I don't get to it within the first day, just give me a minute. I've been busy at work and all that good stuff. I really need to go on a diet. All right. Did the Ram 1500 Longhorn Laramie residual money change? I don't know about the trucks, so let's hit those up. Let me do the. Do you remember which one you were looking at, Brian? Long box, short box. Let me see. I think they might actually only make that short box. Ram 1500 Laramie. I guess we have some options with a Laramie. I'm sure crew cab, right? 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive. You gotta break with trucks. You know, there's 9 million different types of trucks. We just gotta break it down a little bit and exactly what you want. Short box crew cab 4x4. All right, let me look at this short limited. Laramie crew cab 4x4. So Laramie crew cab short box 4x4 is 0.00065. I think that sounds about the same. However, they're doing a regular 36-month lease on that. The money factor is not bad. It's fine. And the residual's 54%. You know, so you're midway through 50s. I mean, it's good it's a good time to buy those trucks. I mean, those leases are coming out really, really well for what you can buy the Laramies for. I mean, they're $50,000, if not more, dollar truck, and there's no acquisition fee, which is a $600 savings on the 36-month lease either. So yeah, it's pretty good numbers as well. Longhorn 0.00109, a little bit cruddier money, and only 50% residual. So thing is, you get into that Longhorn, there's so much stuff added on and so much more markup that's just not really worth a lot to some people. So it's tough to get a great lease on those Longhorns. But Laramies, people want the Laramies because it's the first trim that you can get the leather in and stuff like that. And so those sell really good and hold their value really good. Bighorns are actually really good right now. Like, if you can get the Bighorn, money is really good. Let me scroll down here. Texting with a dealership in Sarasota for Hellcat trade. I saw on Car Gurus, but they said they claim they sold it in the middle of dealings. Is it a regular thing? Yeah, unfortunately, that's why I started this channel. Dealers are just crazy and sketchy, and they'll have something online to bring you in or call in, and then they'll want you to show up, and then all of a sudden they've sold it or something like that, and usually it's a bunch of crap. Are you in Florida, Jay Sanchez? Or are you in California? Anyway, what are the numbers for the red eye? It's actually the same as the Hellcat. So if you missed that earlier, you can rewind after it's over. But they put the red eye in the Hellcat because basically the red eye is just a trim level of the Hellcat. And I know they've segregated that before, but it looks like as of right now, they're just making the red eye a part of the Hellcats. So there's no separation as of right now. Now, I know there's some on the ground, so I figured if they were going to do that, they would have something in there, but they don't. So it's just under the regular Hellcat. So, of course, the money is going to be a lot higher, so you're going to be just paying for that money. 2019 Dodge Challenger Hellcat 0.00018 and a 53% residual. So that'll be your red eye. Oh, yeah, I just answered that question, RJ. No, I didn't. That was Edgar. I just answered that question, Edgar. Any way to get a car out of state versus buying in Cali? So, RJ, yes, you can, and it's going to be totally up to the dealer. So, see, unfortunately, I wish we did, because that way I could help a lot more of you guys out directly. But it's up to the dealer whether or not they're going to. Now, see, I can sell cars to people anywhere, but I can't lease to people out of state. So it depends on the dealer. If you're looking for a lease, you have to make sure that don't waste your time negotiating and blah, 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 blah. You got to call them and say, hey, do you lease to people out of state? And make sure, you might even want to talk to the finance manager. Make sure that you can. Don't get a hungry salesman just trying to make a deal and you go through all this crap and then you find out they can't even sell it to you. So yeah, you can. It's just whether or not the dealer can sell to you. Hi, I'm new, and what do you do on this channel? Carrie, call 911 and do you have a gun? What in the heck is going on with you guys? Oh boy. All right, well, I don't know if you guys are trolls or not, but Carrie, I do car advice videos, and I help out with lease numbers in the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep world, and I do videos on my 2018 Hellcat Charger. So check them out. My dog keeps barking at the empty hallway. When I shine a light, I see a silhouette of a woman or a man with a long hair. What should I do? Please, I need a real helping answer. Yeah, I would do what Carrie says. That's a good thing. Los Angeles. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, you gotta make sure that those dealers can even sell to you being so far away. Answers my question. Good. Jeep SRT numbers at 39 months. Jeep SRTs. Let's check them out. And are you talking about the regular SRT, the 392, or the Trackhawk? I'm assuming the Trackhawk, or I mean the SRT. But let's see. $392, yeah. Nothing fantastic, really. It's 39.00130. Not the greatest money factor. And only a 49% residual because they're only doing 39 months. It's going to be a pretty bad lease because that thing's pricey. So they're not really leasing that great, but all the numbers I've looked back on, I don't really see them being that great either. So those are going to be tough to lease. It's unfortunate. I'm hoping that maybe one day they'll do a Trackhawk pretty decent, but actually I'm scrolling down here looking at the Trackhawks right now, and they're not even incentivized at all. They don't have any incentivized money. You pay the standard rate, and then it's only got a 50% residual. So they want you to buy those things right now. They don't want you to lease them. No, I do not have any Hellcats, Jay. Unfortunately, I can get them though. If you're looking to actually purchase one, I can always get one for you. We could have it shipped over there or something if you want. The oil hoses. Honestly, Shuck, I don't know anything about the recall. I haven't heard that one yet. But if you want, I can try to find out for you. Got a card in the mail recently. Yeah. I haven't heard about that one yet. Surprised. That usually they keep sending me recall stuff on my Scat Packs too. So, but I haven't seen anything come in the mail. Yeah. All right. Thanks. Oh, geez. Okay. So it looks like I've answered the questions. If I missed any, I financed my beard and let it go back. Keep you posted. Yeah, if you want, I showed you my my email. If you scroll up, you can shoot me an email there to remind me. Used, yeah, man. I'm not gonna have you use Hellcats, unfortunately. Are you looking for a Charger or a Challenger? I might have a Challenger coming in on trade eventually. So the problem with used is we don't trade used vehicles with anybody. We can only trade new vehicles. So unless I get something in on trade, I'm not going to have one. Oh yeah, no, we're not going to have that. It's going to be it might be a B5 blue, if anything. Sorry. Thanks, man. Eurospeed. Me too. I'll have another video of the car here pretty soon as well. So gonna have some mods coming. All right, did I miss any of them? I can't remember. I want to do a giveaway. Give me some good ideas. I've got all this. I usually have some swag sitting around at the dealership, so I can probably shoot out some hats. And also, I know I'm going to be approaching 3K subs here pretty soon, which, I could probably do something. Maybe MK6 guy is on here somewhere. Maybe he can hook me up with like a little Adams polish kit or something like that, and I can shoot it to one of you guys. I just got to find a way for you to participate. And yeah, since you're everybody who's in the channel right now, if y'all want some good detailing videos, scroll up to MK6 guy or down or left or right or whatever. He's got a good channel, and Silva Motorsports has got some cool stuff. They're actually friends of mine locally, so they have to put up with me IRL. He actually wants me to be in his wedding too. It's pretty sappy. But I already have the pants and the shirt, so I'm good. All right, guys. Anyway, if you got any more questions for me, just let me know, and I'll try to answer them. If I didn't get around to it, or if it was something about running numbers, shoot me an email, because that's something I can do at work. I'm just not going to take the time to do it right here, because sometimes it might take me 5 or 10 minutes, and I don't want to just sit here and stare at the screen for that long. So leasing the friendship. Nice. Oh, geez. No, I haven't seen paddle shifter issues. Nope. I actually never heard of one of those. Well, it depends. If it's a 2019 Charger Scat Pack, I mean, invoice is a fair price. It's not like you couldn't get it for like, maybe a little bit cheaper, but you're not going to get it for thousands cheaper. An 18, if there's an 18 that a dealer's had for a long time and they need a number, yeah, you can probably get a good deal on it for sure. Mine downshifts when upshifting. No, shouldn't be doing that. It's kind of weird. All right. Nice. Huh. What is this? You can't be getting deals. Oh, jeez. All right. Anyway. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any other questions, I'll probably just finish up the live stream. Thanks for tuning in, of course. If you have any questions, my email is in the chat. Or if it's easier, it's just the channel name at gmail.com. Again, Chrysler have early buyouts on lease. Well, I'm going to tell you just a short answer. You don't necessarily need an early buyout because you've always got to pay off. And whatever your payoff is versus what your car is worth is what you can get out of your lease basically anytime. Go back on my channel if you haven't and watched What You Don't Know About Leasing, part 1 and part 2, and it'll answer all those questions. There's like a lot of information, good information on leasing on that channel that people really don't know about. So thank you. I don't think anybody should pay MSRP for any Hellcat, maybe a red eye, but I mean, even our red eye, we ordered a red eye for somebody and I was selling it to him for like $300 over invoice. That's like $4,800 off of MSRP. So, it stinks. It comes down to what you have access to. If you've only got one dealer within a, 500-mile radius that has a red eye and you don't want to travel or ship it, you get kind of stuck there. But I mean, that's the only unfortunate part. I wouldn't personally pay it. Seeing as we sold our, we had one Demon come in, we sold it its sticker. So that's like one of the only things we actually sold its sticker. Most dealers were, marking them up 10K, 20K over sticker. And we just sold ours at sticker. I wish I had the money back then. I would have bought one and freaking flipped the thing for 130 grand. Jeez. But no, I wouldn't pay MSRP for a wide body. No, you shouldn't be. It's just a Hellcat, not just a Hellcat, but I'm just saying, it's nothing. Even a red eye is just a Hellcat. They're not a limited production or anything like that. So they should not be sold like a Demon. So Chrysler, you think after a lease for finance car? That totally depends on the car you have, and the deal that you got it. There's a certain price point and it's like right around, I don't know, probably under $40,000 is where you can probably keep your payment the same. And of course that all depends on term too. I mean, yeah, shoot, if you stretch the term out long enough, your payment could probably be the same, if not less. But I think if it's under like 40 grand, cause you're paying about 50%. So if you're paying about 40 grand for the car and you're paying about 50% of the residual, which is about 20 grand, your payment is probably gonna be a little bit, around, maybe right around $400. Well, a $20,000 car loan, which is what you'll have left at the end of the lease, is right around $400. So I think if you keep the lease under $40,000, you can pretty much keep your payment the same, but then you might as well have just bought it in that situation in a way, unless you're just kind of sketchy about it. And you're not sure if you're going to like the car. Then you can just give the keys back or whatever if you want to. So send you email on Monday asking about a lease on a red eye. I am sorry if I did not get to you. The name looks familiar. See, sometimes the bad thing is, man, sometimes I pull up an email and I go to read it and then somebody walks in my door and I got to do something and then I get completely sidetracked. And then I never even get back to my emails that day because I get so busy. So that could have happened. Feel free to shoot me another email or just like reply and forward it back to me or something so I can see it. I don't feel bad about doing that because sometimes I just don't have a lot of time. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody for joining me and subscribing and liking my stuff and hanging out with me. And seems like every time I do my exit, there's other questions. I have a 392. My lease is over in 6 months. And if I can, I want to 6 months. And if I can, I want to pay the same or less when financing it. Well, you should know what your payoff is. And if you don't, it should be through Chrysler Capital or Ally if you have a Scat Pack, or 392, whatever. You should be able to call them and just ask them what your payoff is, and then subtract your monthly payment for however many months you have left, and that's what you're going to owe roundabout plus taxes. So if you're going to owe, I don't know how much you're going to owe. Let's just say it's 30 grand. Well, you're going to owe $30,000 plus all the taxes on $30,000, and that's going to be your loan. So that's how that works. That's a funny question, Jay. No. And I don't know if they really watch it or not. I haven't really made it that public. And it's not anything that we wouldn't necessarily just tell a customer anyway, and that's why I'm doing this, because we're just so straightforward and cut and dry at our dealership. This is something that I do basically on a daily basis, just in smaller forms. I'm always fighting other dealerships, like people saying, oh, well, this price is this. And I'm like, well, no, that's not usually what it is. They've got all these rebates that, you don't qualify for. And did you even get a good money factor or residual from them? Do you know what it is? Do you know what deal they're actually giving you? Or are they just telling you a payment, wanting you to show up? So, being as transparent as possible is what we do every day at our dealership. There's a lot of times where I'll just walk out to the customer with the invoice in my hand and the whole deal sheet and be like, look here, this is how I got to this number. This is the real number. This is the best price. And that's no different than what I'm doing here. So I'm just trying to reach a broader audience to help as many people as I can. Well, Kaylin, about negative equity, the only way to really help that is two things, and that's money and rebates. And leasing is not good when you're upside down. It doesn't work. They don't like stacking a lot of money on a lease. So you're going to have to probably buy, unless you want to wait a little bit and find something that just has a lot of rebates now. And that's not necessarily going to help with your payment. It's only going to help you get financed, because the banks look at that as like a down payment. So just because it's got $5,000 in rebates doesn't mean you're going to save you $5,000 a month on your car payment. I mean, technically it does, but most of the places are going to price the car with those rebates already in it. But if you can find something with a ton of rebates, say there's $5,000 worth of rebates, well, now you're only $5,000 apart as far as getting financed goes. So that's really the only way that you're going to get out of that hole, unfortunately. Let me do some quick math here. Shoot, they're running what, probably in the 70s? I mean, I would say at least 2 to 3% on a brand new one wouldn't be too much to ask, on a wide body Hellcat, because that's probably bringing it down close to invoice. Oh, my wife is texting me. My phone is dead. Oh, what the heck? Well, then how are you texting me? All right, I might have to go check on that. I'm pretty sure I wore this shirt the last time I did a live stream. Sorry, it's like one of my favorite shirts. Okay. Where am I at here? So your opinion, how much good deal? Not a leasing question. Did you love the Go Mango color? Yes. I've never seen the color in person. I'm looking at a new 2018. They're trying to sell it quick, $29K. Yeah, you might want to look into that one unless it's used. Even if it's used, I don't know how they're going to sell it at that price. That's just crazy. Are you actually seeing the price online, or did you actually call them, get it written out the door, and they emailed it to you, or talk to them in person? Because that seems just way too low for a 2018 Scat Pack. If it is a Scat Pack, I don't know what you're looking at though. Could be an SXT. I'm sorry you didn't mention that. But yes, the Go Mango color is amazing. There's days, I don't know if you've seen my office at work. There's days that I miss the Go Mango color. I mean, it's just so bright and catches everybody's eyes, and had the rally stripes down the middle to break it up a little bit, and the black wheels. I mean, it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. I love it. I had an orange car before that, and before that orange car, I had a blue car. So it's like, they're just my colors, I guess. I'm not a Gators fan or anything. I just like them on cars. But yeah, there are days I do miss the Go Mango color. I wasn't sure about it either until it came off the truck. I actually ordered that. If you go back and watch my video, I don't know if you did, of the Go Mango Scat Pack, I actually ordered that as kind of like a joke, just to see it, that this is what I would order if I really wanted a dream car. And it came off the truck, and I was just like, oh my God, I've got to try to make that mine. It's got a little bit of a gold flake in it, just ever so, slight, that you can see in the sun, in direct sunlights, on an awesome color. I love it. I'd get another, when I was looking for my Hellcat, it was on the list. I mean, it was indigo blue, plum crazy. Still wouldn't have minded a B5 blue or a Go Mango. Restoring confidence in car salesman. That's what I'm trying to do. Honestly, I've just always been I've been selling stuff my whole life, and I've just been an honest salesman my whole life. And I've watched shadier people sell more stuff than me, and I never stooped to that level. I like to sleep at night. I'm just not that person. That's not what mama raised me to be. So I've made my success in being who I am, and I'm okay with that. And that's just the way I'm going to keep it. Yeah, if that was a Scat Pack, man, I don't know how that. You better get something in writing before you drive anywhere. There's no way they could sell it that cheap. And if they are, you better go pick it up. If it's all in one piece and doesn't have flood damage or something, make sure you get a Carfax or something, even though it's new. Because there was a bunch of flooding up in, New Jersey or something, somewhere? I don't know. And a bunch of Dodge dealerships got taken out. Yeah, Silva's seen it in person with me. Rode in it with me a bunch of times. Nah, Eurospeed, that's just I haven't heard anything about it. It's all rumor and stuff like that. And I don't see why they wouldn't make a wide body Charger, because everyone loves the wide body Hellcat. They'd have to do it really well though. I would hope they would almost do it at the same time as the body redesign. At this point, I don't know if it'd be worth waiting, or them worth engineering a wide body and then a year later coming out with a totally different design. So I don't know what they're going to do, but it's going to be overdue for a refresh. It's 2015. That body style's been out since 2015. Excuse me. I still think it looks great, but I mean, we're going to be pushing, 5 years come 2020. Where do you get the invoice price of a car you want to buy? Excuse me. I don't know if you just don't get it somewhere. I mean, what's funny though, that I actually did find out. I can get it for you if you really want it. You just shoot me the last 8 of the VIN and I can pull it for you. But Edmunds, actually, if you go to Edmunds, I don't know if you have to subscribe to Edmunds or something, to be honest. I mean, we're an Edmunds dealer, but someone built a car from Edmunds.com. They went to Edmunds or whatever, and you can build your own car. It shows the MSRP, all the options, and the invoice price. And I was like, oh yeah, that's just some BS or whatever. And I built his Jeep the way he wanted it, and all the prices matched up, and the invoice was within $30. So without me having to look them up, you can go try Edmunds. Matter of fact, if somebody wants to do that, go to Edmunds and build a car and see what happens, and I'll check the invoice on it. That'd be a fun project to do. But Edmunds, I guess if you can get in there and build a car, I don't really go there and do anything but try it and see if it prints out the invoice price. Yeah, thanks, Hero. Yeah, the Go Mango was great. I'm planning on doing some similar stripes here pretty soon, just not carbon fiber. Yes, Brian, that's usually true. Sometimes they don't. It doesn't really matter, but yes, you're always going to be able to get a better deal on one that a dealer has in stock. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. It's 10:30. I need to get to bed. Why? Because here's what happens sometimes when you dealer trade. When you trade with the dealer, there's two things that can happen. You either have to buy the truck from the other dealer, or if you actually can trade the vehicle, then you get the holdback money. And if you don't know what that is, I made a video about it the other day. Go check it out. If you have to buy the truck, we have to buy it at invoice. We don't get any of the holdback money. So we obviously can't give you any more money if we're having to pay basically, the invoice price for it. So if it's on the lot, well, the dealer has been getting a holdback and has been getting, the bonus money and stuff like that for selling it. So yeah, you can always get a better deal on one that's on a dealer lot. But if you can trade, you can still get holdback money. So they're more willing to do it and still might be able to work a deal, but then they have to pay a driver and they really don't want to do that. So yeah, you can always get a better deal on one that's on the lot. Do dealerships allow you to order a Hellcat and lease, or prefer it to be on the lot already? No, I mean, we're doing that with somebody. It doesn't really matter. The dealerships are so, they have their own almost $90,000 red eye for somebody that only put $100 deposit down on. Now, and he backed out. So now we have a red eye coming that we're going to be paying interest on a almost $90,000 car that is not sold. So to answer your question, yeah, it just depends on the dealer. I mean, like if you were to order one from me, I don't care. Give me $100. And as long as it's not a red eye anymore, and we'll just get it on order, because usually if it's it's not a Laramie cabin chassis, like something stupid that very, very rarely, do people buy, we're probably going to be able to sell the car eventually. And, or somebody might want it on a dealer trade. So it's usually not a big, super huge deal when someone orders a car and it doesn't get sold. However, if it happens a lot, then the dealer, if Chrysler sees that as the dealer fake ordering cars to try to get more inventory, and they will cut down their allocations, so they won't be able to order as much. So we don't, if it starts to become a trend, then we don't do it, or we take a bigger non-refundable deposit. And that might be another thing. They might be like, okay, well, yeah, we'll order it for you, but we want a $5,000 non-refundable deposit or whatever. So that's usually how they get around stuff like that. All right. I think have I dwindled everybody down here? I'm just going to wait and take a sip in case there's any more questions. All right. I think we might be good. All right. I'll put my email in there one more time. I always plan for these live streams to be like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but it never ends up being that long, which is cool. That's fine. Hey, if you guys enjoy it and you're here, and at least I'm talking to a dozen people or so, spread the word. No rebates on the 392, huh? No, I think there's like 750 right now. I mean, it's still not, it's nothing to write home about. And the money's still not fantastic. And the residuals not that great right now. Now is not the greatest time to buy a 19 Charger Scat Pack, that's for sure. Or Challenger. Although the Challenger's residual is considerably higher. So, I mean, a Challenger maybe might work out, but the Charger right now, It's not a great time for the lease, at least. Get some sleep. Thanks. Yeah, looks like I need to. You're making me tired. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. You got my email. Appreciate you guys joining me here. Of course, stay tuned for another video coming this weekend. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. All right. So again, like, subscribe if you're not one of my subscribers. Appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next time.